There's so many things on your plate. There's so many things to choose from.
Hold the mic a bit closer, please.
How do you determine your agenda? And do you determine it by year, or you determine it for your 4 years? How does that work?
Ellen, why don't you take that one?
We all have our priorities. We have our initiatives. And we try to make it very clear. I can't speak for my colleagues, but I made it very clear to my folks what those initiatives were at the outset. Now, you have to be somewhat nimble because, as I said, I didn't know what was going to happen 4 years ago. My first 4 years, I was very focused on elder abuse, and I continue to be because I was able to get funding for an elder abuse unit. Yay. So that we're kind of, we're going. I have staff, thank goodness. It's not just us. We have amazing staff who help us. I run a large agency of 1,300. I run child support. I run child advocacy, abuse and neglect. I defend the state whenever we're sued. We have a monopoly on representation of state agencies. No one else can represent them. So the point being that we have a lot of work to do, and our priorities are pretty much set for us already in terms of our agency work and our role on that kind of side of the providing the gold standard of legal services to our state. But then there's our priorities, and our priorities have had to shift. And in my case, they have shifted rather dramatically in terms of making sure that we are pushing back when our people, when I examine, and I think my colleague here, Phil, said it as well as anybody could, that you look to see whether the rule of law has been violated and whether your people have been harmed. And if they have, you simply have to prioritize those cases.
If I can just quickly say, for me, it's 5 simple things. Protect the rule of law, address the opioid epidemic, improve our criminal justice system, protect consumers, protect our land, air, and water. That's our true north.
And Mark, your priorities before we go?
Day one, we always said we're going to protect the most vulnerable. We are going to be the people's lawyer. We're going to be the voice for people that are voiceless and push back against the bullies out there, whether they're big corporations or drug cartels. We're going to be the people's lawyer.